Hey everybody, just wanted to make a quick video about setting up a VPN for the Steam Deck. I decided to get a VPN for my network devices today. Looked at a lot of different reviews, and one of the most highly rated ones I could find was ExpressVPN. So that's the one I decided to go with. Um, if you're not sure what a VPN is, it's essentially a way to make your internet searching completely private, even to governments and your internet service provider. There's a lot of good reasons, legitimate reasons to want to have a VPN. It could be private, sensitive data for work. It could be that you just personally want to keep more privacy. It could be for free speech reasons. There's lots of different reasons to use a VPN. There's not a lot of tutorials for this or most things for the Steam Deck since it's brand new, so it was a little challenging for me to find the information and to get this to work at first. So I figured I'd make a short tutorial to show anybody who wanted to do this how to do it. ExpressVPN is not free. A lot of decent VPNs are not, from what I've found, so you will have to pay for this. I decided to go with the yearly subscription because it's quite a bit cheaper that route. But if you do decide to go this route, you just go to expressvpn.com. You'll have to sign up and pay for it. But as far as the actual technical route, you'll go up here to Products, and you can click that actually. And then you go to Download Now. And then over here, you'll see this little drop down. Now for SteamOS, you're going to choose ARC 64-bit. Click Download. Go over here, Show in Folder. And you're going to see this, it's like a zip file. You're actually not going to unzip this. That's one of the things I didn't realize at first. I kept trying to do that. This is actually the file completely that you're going to use. Now what we're going to do is go over to the console. You can go to the application launcher here, go to System, and click Console. I've already got it pulled up here with kind of a larger font so you can see everything. Now, if you haven't already set up a password for your console, you're going to type in passwd. I'm not going to enter this because I've already set up a password. Once you do that, it's going to ask for your password. I think you're going to have to confirm it. You're going to need that password to continue with the following commands. Next command is sudo steamos-readonly. Disable. Now I'm going to warn you, a lot of people will tell you this is a dangerous command to submit, and they are probably right. Steam has this enabled, read-only mode for some these files by default. It does let you turn it off, but it is possible that you could mess up your system doing this. I haven't had any issues with the VPN. I haven't had any issues doing this and then installing the VPN. I think it's possible that you can just disable it, then install the VPN, then enable it again. I'm not sure about that, but I think that's possible. So that's probably what I would recommend doing after you install the VPN is just re-enable this mode. But just a fair warning, if something happens, I'm just telling you something could happen. You might want to look more into this command and look at the pros and cons of running it if there's actual system issues. So I'm going to click Enter here. It's going to ask for that password that you already submitted. You just created a few minutes ago. For me, it's going to tell me I'm already in read-write mode because I already had this disabled, but for you, it should say something different. After that, you're going to want to go into the directory where we just downloaded that file. You can go to cd space tilde to kind of get to your root directory, type in ls to see the files, and then to move between files, you use the command cd. So cd downloads, ls to look at the files, and you'll see that file was downloaded. Next command is going to be sudo pacman space hyphen uppercase u and then the file name. You can start typing it and then click tab, which will complete it for you. Now to tell you a little bit more about this file or this command line, sudo pretty much just says use like administratively, like I have administrative privileges to do something. Pacman is a package manager, so it sort of manages various programs for this specific distribution of Linux, which is ARC. -u is an option that tells you, hey, this is a local file that I'm trying to install. And then you're going to install this file here. Click Enter, and it'll start to load it. Then it'll tell you to proceed with the installation. You click Yes, Enter. It doesn't take very long to complete this installation. It's actually very fast, you'll see. See, it's already done. It's very, very quick. After you've installed and downloaded and installed it, you're going to type in ExpressVPN activate. If I can spell it right. For me, it's going to say it's already activated, but for you, this is where you're actually going to put your activation key in. So when you sign up with ExpressVPN, they're going to give you an activation key, and then you're going to put it in here, and then after you do that, it'll tell you that your account has been activated to this device. Now, you've downloaded it, you've installed it, you've activated the account, but you actually haven't connected to any VPN servers. So we're going to do that next with ExpressVPN Connect. Click Enter. It is going to do something called Smart Connect usually. For me, it's doing Seattle because that's what I connected to before. But what it'll do is connect to the one that it thinks is going to give you the best connection. For me, normally it's Dallas, but I had changed it manually before to Seattle. Once that happens, you're connected, and actually you're good to go. It's up and working now. But there are a few things I think you should know about that will kind of make it even nicer for you. One command I'd recommend is ExpressVPN autoconnect true. What this is going to do is it's going to automatically reconnect you, I believe, once your computer restarts. So if you restart the Steam Deck, this will just automatically reconnect you to the VPN. Another thing that I usually put on, or I would recommend, is ExpressVPN preferences, and that is set block _ trackers to true. And that is going to turn something called Threat Manager on. You can read about Threat Manager right here. It says this will block apps and websites from sharing your activity with third-party trackers. So lots of websites will take your information, they'll sell it to third parties. That's how they can make money and potentially stay free. I don't really like them to do that. I don't really like any more information just being constantly data mined on me, even though I'm sure there's plenty already. So you can kind of turn this on to kind of prevent more of that from happening. If you want to see all the servers that you can connect to, you can do ExpressVPN list, and you'll see all these different servers. If you want to connect to a different one, let's say I wanted to connect to the one in Hong Kong, which is HK2. First, you're going to have to disconnect, ExpressVPN disconnect, and then you're going to reconnect, ExpressVPN connect, but you're going to type in the HK2, the location you see there. That's where it tells me to disconnect first. I'm pretty sure I did. Okay, so we'll wait for that. Then we'll try this again. And there we go. And you're seeing that I'm connecting to Hong Kong. So that's an easy way to do that. If you want to see even more about the ExpressVPN command and what other options you can use, you can do ExpressVPN and then space -M, which is for manual. And you'll get all sorts of information, including all of the different commands and what they do. You can also look at the website here and go down to Setup for Linux. And this is really where I'm getting all of these commands from. They're going to go over different things about pretty much what I went over just now. Let's see. If you go up, you'll see how to install and activate it, how to connect, how to disconnect, choosing a different server, switching protocols, blocking the sites. We pretty much went over all of these different things. But it's, if you want a reference or just to see, you can always go to that. That's pretty much it. Hopefully that was helpful. It took me a little while to figure this out. I was having some definite difficulties trying to get this to work at first. So hopefully it will help someone else who is wanting to get a VPN set up for their Steam Deck. See ya.